got a good bit done on this planter yesterday, but I didn't check out the seed tubes to see if they're frayed at the end. We intentionally didn't put the boxes back on so we can see, and they need to run the bottle brush down through the sensor. I'll show you. I'll get one. Okay, so the way these work, the seeds are going to get dropped through here and come out here, and when we go underneath, we're going to want to make sure that none of this up here, so it's nice and round, or at least flat, and doesn't get weak on the sides here. There's going to be a couple blades that run along the edge, and they'll take that little bit of plastic and it'll get thinner and thinner, and then when the seed comes out, instead of going down in where you want it as you're going along, it'll drop out. Instead of dropping in the furrow, it'll come out the side and lay on the top of the ground, and then it won't grow. Then, to make sure that the inside that we know that it's actually doing its job, you have, this is an old sensor, so it's pretty dirty and whatever, but this sensor that pokes through that hole, you see that? So it fits on there, and it's this little dot here. We'll look through there, and there's a receiver on the other side, and it basically tells it whenever something goes through that, hey, something went through, and it signals in the cab to us that, yes, seeds are coming out. These sensors get pretty, they're in the weather, they get kind of dirty, they get covered up with the treatment that goes on the seeds once in a while, and so what we do is we'll take this bottle brush, or while this thing's still on the planter, you just run it down through there, pull it out, and it'll clean out. I'll clean off the sensors and clean out any of that residue from the seed treatments. Kind of works best if you do it from the bottom. That's why we didn't put them on, because you kind of gotta get on the ground, and it's annoying when the boxes are all on there. Looks like we might be getting a little bit of rain a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and pump these tires up. I don't know how much battery here. I could use the big air compressor, but this one, the mobile one, the little Milwaukee, has a gauge on it, and I can stop it exactly where I like it. So I'm going to use this. And I can never remember what they were, so I programmed memory slot 3 last year so that I can remember what I want the tires at. It's pretty important to have all these tires the same, because they turn another wheel, and when that wheel turns, it activates all the row units. And if the ratio of tires is not where it should be, it's kind of like when you put different tires on your truck or your car, and maybe they're a little bit taller or shorter. Well, then your speedometer is off. Yeah, same principle here.
Being on my own, I could use someone to hold, and I've been trying to fill the void, but my bed is getting cold, 'cause I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. You said you had to go away just to figure out who you are, and I'm in this empty house with your pictures on my wall, but I don't have you, I don't have us, at least not anymore. Just waiting for love, waiting for love. Try to forget about you makes me restless. Waiting for love, waiting for love. I don't know what else I can do, it's hopeless to be holding on to you.
Well, good morning, or late morning rather. We just went over and picked up our corn seed, and we returned Wayne's tractor to him. Gary is now going into town to pick up the new starter for the sprayer that won't start, and once we get that in there and everything working right, then we can actually get a tractor on it and try and lift up the boom on the back and take some of the pressure off and see what the issue is with the hydraulics. They've kind of seemed to have seized up somehow. Nothing wants to really work. I think what probably happened is when I brought it back from spraying last time, I'm in the habit of raising the boom, because if you don't, whack your head on everything under there. So I raised it up for the next morning. Well, then we got rain, and then it was just too squishy, and it sat for a long time with the boom up, and it settled. And now I think there's just probably too much pressure on something somewhere in the line, so we need to figure that out. But we haven't been able to do it because the starter is out. While he is doing that, I am going to try and sort out this mess. This is the connection that goes from the box here that tells us that the planter is planting, and the other end obviously goes to the planter itself. I'll do this, hook this up a little bit, and I'll probably go grab some lunch, and by that time Gary should be back from doing what he needs to do, and we'll see if we can get the planter or the sprayer, planter sprayer. When he gets back, we're going to see if we can get the spray. God. When he gets back, we're going to see if we can get the sprayer started and get that thing worked out, and maybe I can get this last field sprayed this afternoon. I can't do it tomorrow morning because I have a show that I'm loading in for, and I don't think it'll be a terribly long load in. It seems like it's probably a pretty small show, but you know, we'll see how that goes. We also need to get the oil changed on this tractor. It's been a while since we've done it, and so he wants to get that done. I don't even know if we did it last year. We don't put a lot of hours on this, but it's time to get it changed. So anyway, I'm going to work on getting this thing hooked up. I kind of messed up. I ran all those cords through there, and one of them doesn't need to go through. This is the power into the tractor. So this one's going to come back out. Come on there, buddy. What are you doing? What is that? Being stupid. I messed up. This one plugs in inside, not outside. Now, in theory, close the window. Everything goes through the window. It's sealed up so we don't have any issues.